guys. Okay, so it says it's going live, so give it a second.
Yep.
I haven't unpaused the other one yet.
Glad to see everybody could get out of bed to be on this today.
Yes, I am. All right, does anybody see if we're actually on there or did it go? It took me to another screen, so.
I
see live on Facebook in the corner. I haven't checked to see.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Yeah, it just kind of did something weird. I guess that's why I'm asking.
Yep.
It says it's live.
Yep, I see it.
Yep,
You do see it? Okay.
Yep,
I just want to make
can
sure you guys see it.
myself. I'm me in the past on Facebook.
All right, and now resume recording. So go for it.
All right, so welcome to this afternoon's safety committee meeting. This has been scheduled as a regular quarterly check-in for police and fire. In attendance, as is obvious, we have councilpersons Mark Bruger and Tony Benedetti. We also have with us Mayor Hughes, Police Chief Delp, and the village administrator. What's Becky's title?
Village administrator.
Yeah, village administrator Becky. So since Chief Hockstetter isn't here yet, we'll start with with police. Chief Delp, as a check-in, is there any, as I said, this was originally scheduled as our regular quarterly check-in for police and fire. So is there anything you need us to know?
Well, if you can hear me.
Everybody can hear you.
Thumbs up. So we instituted a communicable diseases policy, kind of updated to go along with everything that's going on with the pandemic. Getting everybody set with the correct protection equipment and going around and trying to obtain sanitizing material. So we just got some ZEP cleaner from the FOP, which was helpful. They gave us a couple spray bottles and a gallon. We were able to pick up some cleaner from GFS. So we're using that as well. It's trying to think of the term. It's a restaurant surface sanitizer solution that it says right on there it takes out coronavirus. So we're like, perfect. So we got that. We are maintaining services so far. We don't have any officers that are exhibiting any kind of signs of sickness, so that's a good thing. And other than that, if there's anything you have a question about, right now we are, like I said, we're just maintaining. Our activity level has dropped somewhat. We did respond to a DOA on Maplewood Thursday. 47-year-old male died over there. Looked like natural causes, but not coronavirus related at this time.
Okay. So it sounds like you have done excellent work in transitioning to the new world order that is that we have today. Last time we spoke, you had mentioned upcoming needs for potentially another officer in the not so distant future, and I think we had also talked about potentially an additional cruiser. And I had left that sort of in your ballpark to develop justifications. Has there been any forward progress on that?
Not until we know exactly. We won't be looking to put an additional officer on until we have schools completed. So sure. At this time, there's no rush on that. It really comes down to what Westerville does with the school buildings.
Sure. And for as awful as it sounds, with with things as they are, maybe school densities and the way school happens will change, and we might be looking at a whole new situation come next year.
It's going to be, it's going to be what it's going to be. And I think we'll figure it out. And it might put a delay on us for 6, 8 months, 10 months. But I think eventually we'll get back to normal world.
We'll get back to a normal world. Whether it'll look like it looked like 2 months ago or not, that's a different animal. But all right, is there any so the other thing I always want to make sure we do in this checkpoint is ask you, is there anything more or different you need in support from the village?
Not at this time. The mayor's been very helpful working with me to get things together. We worked on the food truck protocols so that we could give those to all the vendors that are coming into the village now. Mm-hmm. And just making sure that we're keeping everybody safe and trying to maintain order as best we can.
Which I know the first one was really successful. The second one, I'm the only one in my house that eats ribs, so we didn't check it out. But I had heard they sold out real early. Is that yeah? So that sounds like that was also pretty successful. So that's great that we can do that. My fellow council people, did you guys have anything else for Chief Delp before? Because that's all I really needed from him. I just was looking for a check-in with as I said originally, this was a check-in kind of meeting. So that's all I had for Chief Delp. If you had something else, feel free to chime in.
Probably be another 3 months and we'll have another short meeting just like, like this.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I suspect within those 3 months we may have additional meetings regarding fire, but I don't know that police has the same sort of stuff going on.
I mean, you got all the masks you need.
So one of the things that we had done prior to all this back in 2018 was we got equipment together because of the increased encounters of fentanyl and carfentanil that we were coming across on the street. So the N95 masks were what we picked up in response to that increase. So mask wise, we're pretty good. We got enough for at least, I mean, like I said, the activity's down and we're using the masks on things, but we're not really in a contaminated environment yet. So, but we have enough to make it at least 6 weeks. And the Franklin County EMA has also assisted in giving us resupply. So it's been, that's been the struggle, is getting the N95 masks. We also have, I have some of the cloth masks that people are wearing with a pocket that has a like a P2.5 P2.5 filter, which is helpful trying to keep everybody else safe. Won't stop a virus from getting in, but every little bit helps when you put up a barrier. And it's really about just not touching your face and just keeping yourself. It's flu protocol. As long as we can keep our hands clean and not pick our noses, we're probably going to be okay.
People have stayed 6 feet away from me for a long time, so it's not really much.
I know a few weeks ago we were told to stay out of the community center building because it needed to be cleaned or whatever. Whatever happened with all of that?
That was fire department. Fire department transported someone to the hospital that I think turned out to be COVID-19 positive. So that's the night that they had all the questions about why were there all the lights on at the community center, and that was basically the squad was in the parking lot decontaminating. So they had their lights on and they were out there cleaning all the services and themselves. So that, I think they did a really good job. they do that all the time. That's kind of what they do as far as protecting themselves from contagions. So they didn't seem to have an issue with it. And but we, just as a precaution, told everybody to stay out of the fire department. Sometimes we cut through there coming from the parking lot. So we just told everybody stay out of there, and everybody was compliant. But we clean the interior here on a daily basis. So.
Okay.
Do people still come in to pay their fines there? The court
So
fine?
most of them are calling, and they're getting directions from the mayor's clerk, Leah, to how to go online and do that. So we haven't had anybody show up to try to pay. We have had people come in and drop off fence permits, those type of things. But basically, we're just telling them, go ahead and drop it off out in the lobby, and then we go out and pick it up after they leave. So.
Okay. Well, I think that covers everything we had for Chief Delp. We don't have Chief Huckstetter here to discuss these sorts of things regarding fire. So, Mayor Hughes, my question, have we heard anything back yet from Columbus?
No, you'll be one of the, I know if it's for the record, but you'll be one of the first to know.
Then,
so no, haven't heard one word. You'll know as soon as we do, because I'll forward it to you when the next meeting is. But at this point, no news is good news. I guess we'll all look at it that way.
all right, well,
That's where we're at.
Go ahead, Mark.
I was going to say they probably have bigger things on their plate right now.
Exactly.
I'm guessing they have, they do indeed. Then, at this point, then I think at the very least we schedule another quarterly safety committee check-in, and we will meet regarding fire needs as they arise.
Mhm.
So if this is April, 4 + 3 is 7, so we're looking in July.
I'm not sure I can schedule that far out. I got a busy calendar. Don't we all right now?
Well, that's the thing
I'll
is,
be on break by then, so I'm good.
yeah.
I'm hoping I have a life by then.
So if we want to, if we wanted to do July 20th, it's, just a straight up from, and there was an ask to do these earlier so that Chief Delp didn't have to stick around any later than necessary. So why don't we do 5 o'clock on July 20th?
Sounds good.
What day? Just
It's
No.
a Monday.
Monday.
beautiful. No, we should have, is that the same? No, I would assume we have council meeting the 13th and 27th.
It says work session.
Beautiful. Works for me.
'Cause that was the other reason why we did it this way, was because if it were the other council meeting, then beforehand is legislative. Yeah, and we didn't
Perfect.
want to run into that and yada yada. So
Works for me.
with that, I am glad to make it a short meeting. Unless anybody else has anything to say, then I thank you all for your time. And council and mayor will talk to you in
An hour and 45 minutes.
44. But
Okay, there
yes.
you go. See you shortly.
Bye.
See you in a bit, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.